Yes, hi, this is the Elliot Leaf podcast. Um, so I just wanted to start out with talking about ancient truths and ancient rituals, because there were rituals before there were religions. I believe the ancient rituals were the ways of worshiping gods in ancient times. Uh, and it was the way of worshiping gods so they would get the knowledge and the technologies. And you could see the antiquity in every single country. And my belief is that how could there be antiquity in every country and then Christ claiming to be the antiquity over the whole world? So it's just nothing. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Um, and I think the rituals were rewritten to be organized religions in what we see today. And every religion is corrupt. All of it has been corrupt. I've seen technologies in Egypt being dismantled by Babylonians and Romans, probably just the Romans, shutting down an unlimited source of energy, to where an unlimited source of energy would be solving all our problems. But all the problems of today are being employing everybody with all the problems, like fracking, pumping oil out of the ground with petrochemicals. Everything is polluting our planet. 100 different chemicals from fracking is polluting our planet. So you have to employ the people with the problems. Why are we the highest incarceration nation in the world? They're employing people with all the problems. Withholding money. We should be solving problems with $25 trillion, but they withhold the money to keep the people busy through creating poverty, homelessness, and crime purposefully. Withholding the money back and creating us to be the highest incarceration nation, the largest jail systems in the entire planet. They need to keep employing the people, because if courthouses and everybody's not working, they're not a taxpayer. A judge isn't doing anything. If there was no crime, he wouldn't be a taxpayer. A cop, lawyers, they wouldn't be paying taxes. And then you're not collecting money from people if you start solving problems. And if you have machines making all the products with an unlimited source of energy, with wireless electricity, you would start solving problems, making all the products free with wireless electricity, attracting the energy out of the atmosphere to the factory to making all the products. And the machines would free energy instead of a polluting power plant, an expensive polluting power plant, and trying to get tax revenue to solve all the problems by trying to collect all the money from people. It pollutes our planet, the polluting power plant. You would go with wireless electricity. The people working there wouldn't need money, because all the products would be made by the machines for free. Then you'd have to have the machines getting the resources, dig up the resources, and with an unlimited source of energy moving it to the factory, then it would make all the products practically free. Um, and that's why I think they dismantled the pyramids in Egypt. We would have been far ahead in civilization if humanity would have found the unlimited sources of energy. And therefore, we would have been far ahead with making machines and solving problems with an unlimited source of energy. We could still get oil through planting what was that, hemp, planting hemp and getting the oil out of hemp seed. And if you plant it everywhere on the planet and having machines extract the oil out of that, you wouldn't need to have petrochemicals going into the ground and polluting our whole planet, or a good portion of it. And therefore, we could extract the hemp, and I don't think you need to refine it. Oil out of that would be ready to go to make all our products, and therefore, we would go with an unlimited source to move and make all our stuff with wireless electricity. But the system has become a god, basically. The tax system that we were all told to create. The government became a god. Now Wall Street has become a bigger god than the government. And now Wall Street is like this god that's over all of us and rules the world. If we didn't have people trying to rule the world, and in the business world, we probably wouldn't have to worry about the machines when it becomes a god eventually. Maybe it wouldn't try to rule over us and see the different power structures of Wall Street over the middle class over the poor and the homeless. Wall Street is over everybody. You know, it's just trying to rule the world. It is ruling the world, actually. So AI probably is going to, when it becomes a god, it's going to try to rule over all of us. So if we just simply have them making all the products for us with an unlimited source of energy and taking away currency, any kind of currency, making any kind of resource valuable, get rid of the currency, and then we're just basically having them do just basic function of making stuff and just digging up resources and just making things, maybe they wouldn't take over us. So it's just coming to a point of the system is just trying to solve all the problems with the tax revenue and getting people to work and collecting money from people, and then these groups over these groups. It's just a horrible system. And I believe we would have solved all the problems with an unlimited source of energy, which Elon Musk isn't doing. We still have to pay an electric bill to a polluting power plant. All our vehicles are moving with oil and polluting our planet. And just like the whole empire system, why would Christ tell us to pay our taxes to make man God? We shouldn't be in these systems. That's like telling man, okay, you can rule the world, invade the whole world, rob all the resources, and you know, making man God, decide whatever he wants to do to mankind. It doesn't make sense of a Messiah telling us to make man God, which I don't believe it should be. I think we've all tricked into Baal worshipping systems, worshiping the golden calf, which is a bull market, is a Baal market, which is worshiping the golden calf. Babylon, the Babylonian system, and the Roman Empire systems of tax systems and empire systems, which I don't think we were supposed to be. And it's just a horrible system, an evil, sadistic system of collecting all the money, withholding all the money to keep the people moving and doing things with all the problems and not solving problems. Because if you start solving problems, Caesar's going to lose tax revenue coming in. And that's why we have the largest incarceration nation in the entire world. Because they withhold all the money from all the people. And it is possible with an unlimited source of energy to start solving all the problems. And garbage piles stacked as high as mountains, all that, who knows what's leaking into the environment, and the methane gas going up into the atmosphere, causing climate change. If you had an unlimited source of energy, to incinerate that 24 hours, 7 days a week with electrical filtration systems, you would incinerate that garbage pile, and it wouldn't be there in the future, and everybody would be incinerating everywhere, so you wouldn't have to bring it to the landfill and keep piling up mountains high. But the system employs all the truck drivers to make money to drop it off there and people to maintain it. You know, with mashing it down with machinery. It employs the people. So you would, if you didn't have a system of money, which we could be, not a system of money, not if you had the machines making all the products with an unlimited source of energy, the rich, the poor, the middle class would get would make all the products for the people. Excuse me. This is my cat. So if we can convince the rich, the super rich, to where they would have all the products made with an unlimited source of energy, anything that they want. If they wanted a Lamborghini, a machine would make them a Lamborghini. If you had a machine making a yacht with an unlimited source of energy, they wouldn't need money to have that yacht made. And but then again, we need the machines to dig up the resources, to transport it to the factories, to make all the products, and not depend on money and currency of any kind. And nobody would be dominating the world, you know. So, our ancient past and what's happened to us, you know, I think the Romans and the Babylonians and the Christians didn't want technologies because technology is a threat to these systems of what we see today. We've seen the Christians invade Mexico and Peru, Cholula, the world's largest pyramid, in one of the world's largest pyramids, building a church on top of Cholula in Mexico. So, my opinion, they're covering up a worldwide energy grid, covering up the pyramid, which energy comes out from the earth, out of the top of the pyramid, and it's supposed to jump from pyramid to pyramid, like Nikola Tesla's idea with his pyramid design, and they were covering it up. They didn't want the world to have an unlimited source of energy because it was a threat to the tax systems that we were all told by a Messiah to create. These tax systems. And an unlimited source of energy is a threat. You know? And they covered it in Peru. So... and they rewrote all the rituals, turned them into organized religions, cut man off from actual gods doing things, the antiquity in every country, and cutting us off from actual gods, and from knowledge and technologies being used all over the world, and you have vases, granite vases in Egypt that are 100% level, that the human hand probably could not make. There would be imperfections. The Ark of the Covenant in Israel. Technology is being used all around the world, and so what else was I gonna so that's pretty much it from what I've pretty much what I'm going to talk about for right now, but it's just our systems just depend on the problems to keep people moving and paying taxes. If you start solving the problems, it just, they won't have tax revenue coming in. So I think it was an evil, sadistic way of Caesar withholding the money and keeping people moving, and pretty much that's all I have. This is part 1 about ancient truths and ancient rituals and ancient religions. I don't know when I'll be on next, but my opinion, if we can convince the rich that whatever wireless electricity that they have at those government secret sites, we can convince the rich to bring in an unlimited source of energy, and the rich can get everything that they want made for free with an unlimited source of energy, then we could maybe change the whole systems and stop having all these groups of people over each other, and nobody would be trying to rule the world, and the machines, my opinion, wouldn't try to rule over us. So, not to say it's 100%, but our chances become less, um, less for them to rule over us. And so that's just my opinion. So this is part one. I'll just try to be on next time to talk about whatever, and talk about part two. And all right, have a good night. See you next time. Thanks. Bye.